Hi there, Dr. Ken Steele here tonight, just sharing with you day number 37 of the daily Lent reading plan. Today we're looking at John chapter 20, verses 24 to 28. And in this passage, we typically see this as the Doubting Thomas passage, but let's establish some context first. So in the story, we realize as we back up that 8 days prior, the disciples had gathered on the evening of the resurrection, Sunday night, and they were gathered there and they saw Jesus appear to them. They saw the wounds on his hands, his feet, and his side, and they were overjoyed that it was Jesus. He talked about forgiveness, receiving the Holy Spirit, those things. They were super excited. They had to tell Thomas, who wasn't there, that they had to see Jesus. And Thomas's response was, unless I put my hands in the nail marks or in his side, I will not believe that it's him. And so immediately we just label him as Doubting Thomas. But understand, they saw him when he appeared. They were all there. He was not. We don't know why he wasn't there. Fearful, probably, is what we're going to go with. And so he's not there. And when Jesus appears in this room 8 days later, in a locked room again, so that's a little odd, he's like, fear not, peace to you. That's the way he typically is. And he goes beeline straight to Thomas and addresses the thing that he was having statements about, which was, unless he puts his hand in, he's like, here's my hands, my sides, here's my wounds. And immediately we see Thomas fall to his knees and exclaim, my Lord and my God. It is the greatest confession of any of the disciples we've seen, because he exclaims the deity of Jesus here. And in the Greek, it's very clear that that's exactly what's happening. And so then Jesus addresses his faithlessness, which was, you believe because you saw me. Blessed are those who believe who haven't seen. And so that, of course, would be more of a message for us, because we cannot see the risen Christ. We have not seen the risen Christ, but we put our trust and our faith in him because of the testimony of the resurrection, whether it be through the 11, including Thomas. And so let's not just give Thomas a bad rap, because he didn't get the experience what the others experienced at the time when he did. And Thomas was known for speaking his mind. That's just the way Thomas was. And so he makes a great exclamation that actually none of the others had ever made. And so we need to trust in Jesus, that even though we don't see it, and even though sometimes faith doesn't make sense, we're going to trust him because he is who he said he is. The word is true, and we're going to put our faith in him. Have a good night.